Let's take a look at the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Article 25 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities states that state parties shall, Part B, provide those health services needed by persons with disabilities, specifically because of their disabilities, including early identification and intervention as appropriate, and services designed to minimize and prevent further disabilities, including among children and older persons.
Non-communicable diseases such as cancer, stroke, epilepsy, among others, are the leading causes of disability. These diseases affect body organs, which causes malfunction. In June this year, the Ministry of Health launched the National Strategic Plan 2021-2022 to 2025-2026 for the prevention and control of these non-communicable diseases. And if this plan is well implemented, then we are definitely going to see a reduction in these diseases.
As we see growth in NCDs, investment in NCDs, we sustain the achievements that we have done in communicable diseases and divest in those resources that were required. For example, and I'm lucky to be the director in charge of the non-communicable, the communicable programs, HIV, TB, and malaria. So it's a question of asking ourselves, as we launch the next TB, HIV, malaria program, are we seeing reduction in resources that being deployed in those departments if we really truly mean to make progress?
The rising burden of non-communicable diseases is largely attributable to the 5 shared risk factors that are influenced by economic transition and rapid urbanization. These include tobacco use, consumption of unhealthy diets, insufficient physical activity, and excessive use of alcohol.
How I pray that the political changeover will not affect this, so that we have a matrix of implementation that is so clear that it doesn't matter who comes on board in terms of leadership, that we still achieve this, because that is normally a very serious backdrop. And I want to request this, the leadership in the counties who are here, CC, Nakuru, Migori, and the rest. When we go back, let us discuss this NCD issue with our directors and the technical people and the focal persons in the counties, so that even if we were to exit, then there's somebody to look at that.
And the rising burden of non-communicable diseases is largely attributable to the 5 shared risk factors that are influenced by economic transition and rapid urbanization. These include tobacco use, consumption of unhealthy diets, insufficient physical activity, and excessive use of alcohol. And it is sad to note that these shared risk factors are widely prevalent in our society. Over 90% of our population consumes unhealthy diets, low in vegetables, fruits, while 27% of the adult population are either overweight or obese. 13% of Kenyans currently consume some form of tobacco products, and about 1 in every 5 Kenyans currently drinks alcohol, out of whom 13% consume alcohol daily. The economic development of a nation heavily depends on the health of its people. And considering that NCDs affect individuals at their prime age, the burden from these diseases is compounded and therefore carries significant financial consequences to the individuals, to the family, to society, to the country at large. NCDs are estimated to decrease household income by 28.6% in our country. They therefore not only impact the health sector, but have far-reaching consequences to other sectors. It is this reality that informed the multisectoral approach in developing this strategic plan. The strategy covers both upstream interventions of awareness, screening, early detection, as well as downstream interventions of treatment and palliative care. And it does this through 5 key pillars: improving coordination and governance, minimizing those modifiable risk factors, strengthening the health system for the management of NCDs. We touch on advocacy, communication, social mobilization, surveillance, and M&E. And I'm glad to note that this strategic plan has adopted a people-centered approach that gives prominence to the meaningful involvement of persons living with NCDs in policy and programming towards the realization of these 5 key pillars.
I'm afraid that's where we come to the end of the program for today, but be sure to join us every other Sunday on KBC Channel 1 for more insightful and educative experience. Let's meet again when time and space allows. I've been your host, Jen Theory, signing out.
We are here and we are strong. Let's be counted as we move on. Make a difference, change lives as we tell our different stories. We are capable, beautiful. We are born to do great things. We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.